What's good, people? Thank you as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if it's your first time coming through. All right, so I was asked today on Twitter whether or not I thought Tyson Fury could crack America. This obsession, by the way, that Europeans have with cracking America, almost like cracking America validates how good you are at what you do. And not just boxing. Obviously, growing up, it was film. I mean, you could be an actor over here, but you got to go to America. Music, the same thing. It's strange how Europeans care so much about getting a tick box from America when other nations don't give a fuck, right? I mean, obviously, the other nations are very populous in terms of numbers, but China don't give a fuck. India don't give a fuck. I mean, Africa's obsessed as well, but they're starting to not give a fuck. But Europe, I mean, someone's like, can you crack America? Can you crack America? I mean, AJ was doing well over here, right? I mean, I'm bringing this back to AJ for a second. He was doing so good in the UK. Just stay your ass at home. And he was doing well. He was selling out stadiums. The pay-per-view numbers were good. But it was like, oh, yeah, but he hasn't cracked America yet. Tried to go to America, and America cracked him. But back to the question, I don't know. I don't know what cracking America actually means. I don't know how big a star you have to become in America for someone to consider that you've cracked it. Is Tyson Fury a character? Yes. Will the Americans enjoy that character? I think so. I mean, he's doing the rounds on so many different platforms right now. I mean, every time I see a Tyson Fury quote or whatever, it's on another different platform. He's doing so many different interviews. He's doing what he can do, right? I mean, he's got an engine behind him now in ESPN and Top Rank. So he's doing what I think needs to be done. But again, I don't know what cracking America means. Are we talking that he sells out arenas every time he fights? Are we talking that he does good numbers? I mean, what did Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury do? 300,000 pay-per-view buys. That was America's first time seeing him. I mean, he ticked that box, right? I think most people who watched that fight or heard about the fight, especially in America, were excited to see him again. He fights obviously on the weekend. He doesn't have what I would think is a fan-pleasing style. I love his style, by the way. This is not me having a go at his style. I love his style, but I don't know if the American boxing fans or American casual boxing fans are going to kind of grip onto it and say, yo, this is exciting. I thought they might have liked an AJ type style in terms of someone that knocks people out. That's kind of what they like, especially in the heavyweight division. I don't know if Tyson Fury is the man to tick that box. But in terms of what he does outside of the ring, I think they'll love it. I think it's a breath of fresh air. Someone that speaks so well, someone that's very open, someone that's transparent. He's got this kind of WWE character to him, but he's also got this very serious character when he speaks about mental health and what he's been through. And I think America will take to that. But ultimately, I mean, this is down to boxing now, right? Unless he crosses over to different things, ultimately, it all hinges on what he does in the ring. And I think that we're not going to see it against Tom Schwartz. He needs to be or needs to have an opponent that brings out the best in him. Deontay Wilder did that. AJ could still do that. There are other fighters that could do that. But him alone, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Again, though, what's cracking it? I mean, can Tyson Fury do 300,000 to 400,000 pay-per-view buys if he's not fighting a Wilder or Joshua or someone else upcoming that's got a big name attached to them? Not sure. Can he sell out arenas? Don't know. I don't think he can. I don't think he has this crazy UK following that will follow him everywhere he goes. But I don't think Tyson Fury needs to crack America to be validated. I mean, Tyson Fury is rubber stamped validated in my book. I mean, what he's gone through and what he's done, he's now obviously considered the #1 heavyweight in the world as well. If he's able to get through these next couple of obstacles and then get the Deontay Wilder fight and win that, then he might crack America, right? I mean, he might. I was actually thinking, as a white heavyweight champion in Americans that watch this can help me. Will that help? Will it be a big thing? Another white heavyweight champion, although he's not American. I don't know. But I do think this chase or want to crack America, especially when it comes to boxing right now, just isn't needed. Boxing isn't as big as it once was in America. You're not talking about boxing in the 80s or 70s when it was huge in America. Well, there are boxing gyms everywhere. That isn't the case anymore. So the idea of having to go and crack it in America in a sport that's not as big as it once was in America doesn't make sense to me, especially when you consider how the sport is growing over here now in the UK. So I think you can become a superstar over here, and that should be enough, right? I mean, this is, and I say this as in boxing, is probably what, behind football, I still think it's bigger than rugby and cricket over here. So this could be the second biggest sport over here. Crack it here. Here's enough. You don't need to go to America and crack it, where I don't know if it's even a top 6 or top 7 sport anymore. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.